friends, welcome back to the VonderKnits podcast, episode 11. My name is Kayla and I am your host on this knitting, crocheting, and making YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me today. It is Monday, November 20th, 2023, and I have been up to a lot of crafting. So I hope you're ready for me to share all of that with you, and I'm excited that you chose to be here today. Before we jump into it, if you want to follow me elsewhere on the internet, I can be found on Instagram as VonderKnits and on Ravelry as Kayla VonderKnit. Okay, let's start with finished objects. The first of which I am wearing. I will get up so you can see. Ta-da! It's really cozy. This is the Lodge Sweater by Ozetta, and I knit the size 5, and it's just really awesome. I wear it quite a bit, and I used Joann's, let's see, it is Big Twist Tweed from Joann's in the colorway dark green, and it is 100% acrylic yarn with like the little viscous neps in it. That way it's easy care, but I really like it. I just wear it almost every day. The only concern I had with this pattern is that there were a few places where it seemed to lack clarification. And I've knit many sweaters in different ways. I've knit top-down sweaters, bottom-up sweaters, side-to-side sweaters, front-to-back sweaters. So if you haven't knit a sweater, there could be a few spots where it's a little confusing and it just needs a little bit more clarification, but I was able to kind of figure it out. But that's all I'm going to say about that. But the pattern is just really cozy. Other than that, it's got a really cute I-cord bind off neck. I really like it. I wear it quite a bit. My first finished object for this podcast. I'm excited. Let's get into my second finished object, which there are two. Again, you're going to see this yarn quite a bit because when I purchased the yarn for this sweater, I bought a few extra balls because I knew we were coming into gift knitting season, and I knew that I would like to use it for gift knits if I could, for like teachers or kids if they requested any last minute things. So my second finished object is this cute little hat, and it's in the Big Twist Tweed again in the dark green, and it is the Firewood Cap by Larkspur Knits from the Salt and Timbers book. It is just a really cute little ribbed cap with cute detailing at the bottom. And I've made this pattern, I think this is, well, I made 2 hats because my daughter has two hats. My daughter has 2 teachers and I wanted to make a hat for each of them, so I made 2. But this is like my 4th time knitting this pattern. I really like it. It's a nice hat to throw on. I have 2 for myself, I think, and then just 1 that we all kind of share. It's in the hats and mitts bin that we all share. So here's the second one. Show Lexi here. Here's the second one. And yeah, these are going to get washed and then put into the gift bags for the teachers for the winter holidays. Oh, I forgot about these. So I talked about these last episode, but I did finish my Heart of the Witch socks. They're really pretty. This yarn is by Shirsty Cat Designs and the colorway is called Heart of the Witch. I did knit them for myself on US size 1 2.25 millimeter double pointed needles, 2x2 rib, and yeah, I think I did 60 rounds on the leg, maybe 70, I can't remember, but they're for me. I love them, and it's a BFL yarn, so it's got a bit of like grip and tooth, and I really like that. I'm sorry, the dogs are gonna start wrestling. I knew it. Hey, no. Lexi, Roger, no. But yeah, Heart of the Witch socks, I love them. I love the toothier feeling yarn, and it feels a little bit grippier. I feel like it matches the grungy color better. I really like these socks. But yeah, last finished object. So my daughter asked for fuzzy thick socks because she was getting cold toes. All right, sorry about that. Kiddo needed a snack. He's not feeling very good today, so he's tucked into bed. But my daughter asked for fuzzy thick socks, and I said, of course. So, this is Crazy Sock Lady's DK vanilla sock pattern, but these are technically a worsted because it's fingering weight held double with the mohair strain. But I knit the small size for my daughter. The DK vanilla sock pattern is a free pattern on Ravelry, but the small size I believe is 40 stitches. So I did 10 rounds and then 30 rounds on the leg, and then just knit it to match her foot. The yarn I used is Knitpicks Alpaca Cloud, which is the yellow. The colorway is Lucille, and it's 100% alpaca. Hi. And then the mohair is Knitpicks Aloft mohair, and the colorway Mirth. But these thick socks, they knit up so quickly. I think I worked on them for a day and a half or 2 days, and they were done. They were so fast. So cute. She's gonna love these for Christmas, I think. And I'm excited to give them to her because she only has 2 pairs of socks that fit anymore. She just like outgrew all of her socks overnight. Or what, are you gonna do the jump? Or are you just gonna sit on my knitted stuff? My word. The cat decided to jump up on the desk right below me, so now he's deciding if he wants to jump on our bookshelves that are right here, or if he wants to be right here in front of me. I am drinking coffee today, just black coffee, my Clearwater Beach mug. And if you can hear the leaf blower, the facility across the street, they are having lawn care done, so they're out leaf blowing this morning. All right, Mr. Man, you need to go, kitty. Can you go? So done. Good boy. Works in progress. So, I believe the last time I podcasted was towards the end of October, and I cast on a couple of things that I wanted to finish. One is a Musselburgh hat. I'm sorry. Guys, let's see. No. Stop. They play with each other and the cats all the time. So like both the cats. There's one, and then here's the other, and then these two just wrestle all the time. Guys, hey, stop it. Stop. Okay. I cast on a few things in October, and then it was like the last week. I wanted to finish them. I didn't. I cast on a Musselburgh. I have like maybe an inch of it done, so I didn't even bring it out to show because I want to get a little bit more done in the yarn before I show you. But I did cast on a pair of socks, and this is in my Stitching Plaza coffee bag, fall cappuccino. Awesome. I love it. It's a very cute bag. But in here are some socks. They're so good. All right, I'm back again. Sorry. Crazy house. But some socks. Aren't these just awesome fall colors? So I don't want to get their name wrong. I ordered this yarn a few years ago, and then it's been sitting in my stash, and I wanted to finish them in October because the colorway is Haunted Trails, and it is Solstice Fiber Co. I'm sorry, Solstice Fiber Studio. It says right there. Haunted Trails colorway. The nylon sock, 80% superwash, 20% nylon, 400 yards per 100 gram. And yeah, the socks are just so good. I knit a 20 round ribbing at the top, but then I also did a broken rib. So I did a 2x2 broken rib down the sock. These are for me. I am knitting them on a US size 1 2.25 millimeter 9-inch circular needle, and they're awesome. I'm really excited to have these done. And I wanted to have them done last week of October, but then I got distracted by gift knitting. So these got almost finished and then they got put to the bottom of the pile because I realized it was November and I always bite off more than I can chew for gift knitting. So I needed to get started on that if I wanted to have everyone receive the things they were requesting. So I finished one of those socks and then I'm almost done with the other one. I need to just, I think, measure and see how many more rounds I have to do. I think I just have to do maybe 1 or 2. Again, I haven't touched them in a few weeks though, so I need to take a minute to figure out where I am. And then these socks were cast on as well in November for my niece. She is 9 and I have been knitting socks for her and she loves them. And I talked to my sister and asked if she would like more socks and she said yes. And my niece's favorite color is purple. So yeah, I'm using my Chiaogu US, I think these are ones as well. Yep, US size 1, 2.25 millimeters, magic loop. I'm doing a 2x2 rib for her as well, just so she can have some stretch in there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds on the leg, and then just knitting down the foot. And this is a Knitpicks yarn. Let me see if I have the tag. Oh, it is Hawthorne fingering weight, and the colorway is Equinox, and it's the Kettle Dye. They are leaf blowing. They're right in front of our house. Sorry. But yeah, 357 yards for 100 grams. And this sock is living in my little owl bag my husband made for me a few years ago. My husband likes to sew and cross stitch, and he crochets a little bit. So he made the owl bag for clothespins when we were cloth diapering our kiddos. And I got rid of all the clothespins because we don't cloth diaper anymore, but I kept the bag because it's perfect for socks. Da, 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 da. Next work in progress. This is living in my Bones coffee bag. I love Bones coffee. They have funky flavors and I love that. My husband not so much. I think one time I ordered the peanut butter jelly sandwich coffee and he was like, this is too much. I cannot handle this. So. But yeah, a lot of the other flavors he really likes, but he was like, can we not get the crazy ones because I don't like them. But my son loves all my knitted stuff that I make for him, but he gets really hot. So a few years ago, I knit him some sleeping shorts and he still wears them. Well, this year he asked for sleeping pants. So again, this is in the Big Twist Tweed from Joann's. And I cast on some sleeping pants for him. So he is so long and I am almost done with these. He is a long boy. I am not following a pattern. I wrote up like a little pattern. I took notes when I made the sleeping shorts for him a few years ago, and then I just adjusted a little bit because he's gotten bigger since then. But I believe I cast on 94 stitches for the waist, did a 2.5 inch waist, and then just did increases, mirrored increases in the front and back, just to give him room. And then down the legs, I just did a split there, down the legs. I knit the leg, I didn't do any decreases on the legs because I wanted to have plenty of room. And then originally, the reason why these aren't done is because I only knit 1 inch on the first cup over here, but then I didn't like the way it looked as I'm like most of the way down this leg. So I finished this leg and knit a 2 inch cuff, which I like the way it looks much better. So then I unpicked the first leg to add on some ribbing. So I think I have a few more rounds of ribbing. It wasn't hard. I just did it wasn't tubular, cast off. It was a cast off in pattern. So I would knit and then purl and then just slip the stitch over. I feel like that cast off, it has some stretch, but it doesn't flare. And I feel like what's the other one that's really popular? Oh, Ginny's surprisingly stretchy bind off. I feel like it always flares no matter how tight I make it. So I just bound off in pattern, which gives a bit of stretch, but not too much. And I'm gonna finish up this cuff, and then I think I'm gonna do an I-cord drawstring and just weave it in here. When I knit the shorts a few years ago, I didn't do a drawstring, an I-cord drawstring for my son, but I did for my daughter. I knit her a pair of shorts as well, and she really likes it because it helps hold him up a bit. But my son mostly was wearing them for sleeping. But I think he's gonna wear these for more than just sleeping. So I think he's gonna get an I-cord waist belt to hold it up. But yeah, these are super cute, and he's gonna match my sweater, and I'm excited for it. And I really like this yarn. I bought so much extra because I'm digging it right now, and if I'm happy with it and it's making me happy to work with, I'm gonna use it. So yeah, they're tweed. They're super duper cute. He's already excited for them. He knows he's getting them because I needed him to try them on to see how long to make them. Sorry, the sun is like right in between the clouds. But yeah, I'm excited for him to get these for Christmas. And oh, I didn't mention I'm using a size 6, right? Yep, a size 6, 4mm for the ribbing, and I used a US size 8 for the main body of the pants. Ooh. All right, last project. So this is living in my VonderKnits bag that my sister-in-law got me for Christmas a few years ago. I love this bag. All of my big projects go in this bag. And I am knitting the Lodge Sweater, which is what I'm wearing. A pattern by Ozetta, but I'm knitting the smallest size, and I'm knitting it for my niece for Christmas. And it's awesome. I really like the yarn. First, I'll show you. It is Knitpicks Wool of the Andes Tweed, and it's worsted, and the colorway is Vineyard Heather. It's 110 yards for 50 grams. Let me show you. Oh, it's so good. I didn't expect it to be this good, and then we got it in the mail, and I'm like, I want a sweater out of it too because it's so pretty, and I love purple. And this is a gorgeous, like, it reminds me of wine. It's so good. And it's tweed. I'm really on a tweed kick. So anyway, let me show you what I have done. Oops. This is the Lodge Sweater. I am knitting the smallest size because my niece is 9. And the only thing I changed about the pattern is I added an extra 1/2 inch onto the body, just to make it a little bit longer. I did the same thing with mine as well. I had an 1.5 inches though because I have a long torso. So I just wanted it to be a little extra long so I can throw it on with leggings and long socks, which is how I usually wear it. So anyway, I added an extra 1/2 inch onto hers, I believe. We'll start with the bottom. This is really nice because it has a split seam too. So like, you know how kids have wiggly legs? So like when they're wiggling their legs. But yeah, so a nice long rib at the bottom with a split seam. And then, yeah, I am like cruising on this. All I have to do is pop on some sleeves, and then it is done. And the sleeves are really nice because I have a small interchangeable set from Chiaogu. And so I just knit my sleeves in the round, and they fly. Like, and I'll probably have this done this week. But yeah, so there's the body, and it's got a really cute like half turtleneck, I want to say, neck. And see, here's it on me, but it's really cute, and it's like higher without strangling you. And I really like that, and I think she's gonna love this. I talked to my sister and was like, I want to make her a sweater because I've never made her sweater. I've only made her socks. Would she wear that? And she was like, oh, she's really into oversized cozy things right now. And I was like, perfect. The only caveat is this is non-superwash yarn. And I waffled because with kids, I love to give like yarn that's easy to care for, and especially for gift knits, because I don't want to be like, here is a really nice expensive thing and it has to be only like, you know, specially taken care of. But my niece likes to be warm but also like runs around a lot and gets hot, So I wanted something that was gonna breathe well, but also keep her warm. So, sorry sis, you're gonna have to hand wash it. But my sister's really good about it. She hand washes all of the socks that I've knit for my niece. And it's just great. She's just great about taking care of her knitted goods. So I'm not worried. Mostly I'm hoping that my niece will love it and that she'll want to wear it. My daughter came out while I was working on it and was like, who's that for? And I'm like, not for you. So my daughter is a 7 and she thinks a lot of the things that I made for my niece are for her. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. November 1st rolled around and I was like, it is time to gift knit, because if I don't gift knit, I won't get it done. And I do have a muscle burr hat I started somewhere. I think it's on my shelf, but I've only knit like an inch, so I wasn't gonna pull it down. You can't really tell what's going on with it. But yeah, I think the last thing that I'm going to gift knit, maybe a few things. We'll see. I do want to knit something for my grandmother. We are planning on going back home tentatively. And by going back home, I mean like going back to the Midwest, maybe at some point this winter. So I would love to have like a little Sophie scarf or something for my grandmother. I think she would really like that. So that might be the only thing that I'm going to gift knit that I haven't shown. I'm still debating on that. Anyway, yeah, what have we been up to? We've been sick forever. I thought we were so good and we avoided the new school year sicknesses. We did not. My daughter came home and had a fever for a good 4 days, and a cough. And now my son woke up this morning not feeling great, but that's okay. We are prepping for our harvest meal this week, which is exciting. I love making a huge meal for my family, and I love baking a few pies and cookies, so we're excited. I think we're gonna start prep. I think we're gonna bake pies with the kiddos tomorrow, which will be Tuesday, and then I think Wednesday we'll probably prep a lot of the food. So I usually bake desserts 2 days before Thanksgiving, and then the day before I do prep. So I make like a sweet potato casserole. I'll like go ahead and make the sweet potatoes and add in all the wet stuff, and then I'll wait on adding in like the cornflakes and stuff until the day of. And then I'll also like prep the green bean casserole, mix everything together, all the spices, the cream of mushroom soup, and I'll just omit the onions. I do a lot of that the day before because I think food tastes better the second day, and I think it has a better flavoring and it melts better. So mix everything, all the stuff that I can prep the day before, I prep, and then that way there's less to do on actual Thanksgiving, and it's just more about the baking. So yeah, and the kids are really excited to help me this year, and my daughter's to the point where she can chop things and peel potatoes, so she's really excited to help, and I'm excited for that. It's gonna be so good. So what else have we been up to? He's back. The leaf blower is back. I have almost finished the entire Dark Olympus series by Katie Robert. So good. I love it. I'm a huge Greek and Roman mythology fan. It is perfect. It's just perfect. It's perfect for me. I don't know. Everyone probably won't love it, but I really like the series. So it's really good. I think I finished the 4th book, and then I'm waiting on my library to get the 5th book in. And then I started 4th Wing, but then the book was due back. I haven't done as much reading as I should have been. I poorly planned my time, but I'll get it back. I'll either put a hold on it again, or I will like buy the Nook edition and just read it on my Nook when I have time. We've mostly been cuddling because people have been sick, so lots of cuddling and knitting. And oh, the tag fell out. We are still working through Ted Lasso. We just started season 3, so we're hoping to finish that soon. And my husband started playing The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which I love because I get to sit and knit or read while he plays games, and my kids love watching him play that game. So it's a nice, fun family activity. My kids love telling him what to do and trying different things. So it's fun. I love watching him play games, and he seems to enjoy it and gets frustrated and then enjoys it and then feels good about himself when he solves the puzzles, which is always great. So yeah, I think that's it. Oh, we went to a holiday market yesterday we went to a Valley Made market, and it was just a bunch of local artists and vendors and crafters, and it was great just to see all the people in like the area who are making things. I picked up a few things, and we went to Northwest Yarn and Mercantile on Saturday, and we went to Spin Cycle Yarns on Saturday. It was awesome. I was like geeking out. I was like, my husband's name is Tim. I was like, you don't understand, like this is a big deal. And he was like, well, I want to look for yarn for a hat, because he is taking his fashion very seriously lately. When he started his new job here in Washington, he had to dress business casual, which when he was working in Ohio, he was working from home, so he was way more casual. But he has started business casual workwear, and so he really enjoys having a variety of socks that match his outfits and hats now that match his outfits. So he has a few hats, but he wanted a muscle burr hat. So when we went to Spin Cycle Yarns, he found 2 skeins that he really wanted, and he picked them up and was like, you're gonna start this for me tomorrow, right? So it was just exciting. It was really cool. The kids liked the shop. It was just really neat to see all the yarns that I see on Instagram that I'm excited about to see in real life and to touch. Super cool. Northwest Yarn and Mercantile was amazing. I want to go back and get I can't even think of the word. A spinning wheel. Why can't I think of a spinning wheel? I want to get a spinning wheel so bad. I have my little electric spinning wheel right now. One day I'll have a wooden one. But they have all kinds of cool fibers there, and spinning wheels and drop spindles, and they have fabrics and weaving looms, and of course yarn. And my kids were so excited. They have axolotls. So my kids just stood there the whole time I shopped and talked to the axolotls. It was neat. I'll definitely be going back. It's only like 30 minutes from where we are. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be going back. I definitely want to go back to Spin Cycle. My husband is obsessed with their yarns now. He loves the like barber pole striping. He was like, I want a whole sweater knit out of it. So we'll be going back. But yeah, that's what we've been up to. Thanks for coming to hang out with me today. If you have any questions, drop them below. I flew through everything pretty quickly. I just didn't want this podcast to be super long. But yeah, any questions, drop them below. And until I see you next time, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Bye.